From the campus of the UNLV Rebels, it's time for Hawkeye Volleyball. Welcome to Sin City in the season opener for Iowa, where the Hawkeyes will take on the hosts from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. I'm John Evans here courtside at Cox Pavilion to bring you the action. Lots of newcomers and lots of optimism for the Iowa volleyball team. It's time to put that to the test by facing someone with a different color jersey on the other side of the net. Iowa will look to defy preseason rankings while taking on a team picked 6th in the Mountain West. Iowa returns a solid core with setters Claire Emerald and Jenna Meitzler dishing to familiar faces Hannah Whittingstall and Alyssa Warden. Newcomers from near and far will take swings from the pins, and plenty of new littles will help Jamie Marquardt lock down the back row. It's Iowa and UNLV in the season opener for both, coming up from the Cox Pavilion. Getting the starting lineups introduced here. I'll try to get all of the Iowa newcomers introduced to you as well. Iowa's new starting libero is Milana Moisio, transfer from the University of Miami, Waukegan, Illinois. She'll start in the gold libero jersey for the Hawks. Several familiar names and faces. Claire Emerald will be your starting setter tonight. Hannah Whittingstall will patrol one of the middles. Carmel Varez, one of the new faces from Estonia, will be a right side hitter. Greta Schleister, be a defensive specialist. Sashka Stojanovic will be one of the other middles, and Alyssa Warden will be the other outside for the Hawkeyes. Again, we'll have several new names to introduce to you as the evening goes along. Iowa in the black uniforms. Again, Mo Moisio in the gold libero jersey, UNLV in white, black numbers. Getting their hype video played for the first time this year. UNLV will be an interesting team for the Hawkeyes too. Scouting report was pretty light today. 7 returners, but 7 freshmen as well. So quite an interesting mix. Basha Latos, preseason all Mountain West Conference. She'll see a lot of balls sent her way, I'm sure. As the Hawks just getting ready to go. Had a lot of fun here so far. Had a smooth trip out to Las Vegas yesterday. Practiced here in Cox Pavilion yesterday afternoon. Came over for serve and pass this morning, and now back to play the match. And again, a lot of new faces for the Hawks, so it'll be important to gel quickly. So we're getting the starters announced for UNLV right now. As we get through those, I'll rattle those off for you. And those starters will be this. Kaylee King will be the libero. Jada Ingram, Rihanna Dean Jackson, Alondra Alarcon, Jada Harris, Basha Latos, and Kaya Teal will be the setter as we look to get underway here in Las Vegas. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Special thanks to them for being the presenting sponsor. Also here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning, unleaded 88 for our vehicles. Pump it up with unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more. Down referee finishing the lineup checks. Back row for the Hawks will be Schlichter, Amaral, and Moisio. Front row, Stojanovic, Varez, and Warden. Hawks will be in serve receive. Kaya Teal, the freshman setter from San Antonio, Texas, will serve for the Rebels and get the 2025 season underway. Bounces it a few times, spins it up, and here we go. Serve goes long. First point of the year goes to the Hawks. And a winning stall back in the front row for Stojanovic. Moisio now to the service line. Transfer from Miami. Hustles up, knocks it across. Good pass there from Harris. Outside, Harris takes a swing. Dug by Moisio, good ball. Amaral out to Warden on the left. Through the block and scores. Alyssa Warden with the first kill for the Hawks, 2-0. Split the block there. Moisio to serve again. Floats it cross court again. Good ball from Harris. Right side attack this time, off the block. Varez with the dig. Amaral out to Warden again. Off the net, she rolls. Dug up by Thiel. Tipped over, but blocked back. That's Varez and Whittingstall with the block on Harris, and it's 3-0 Hawks. Moisio again. Floats it over this time. Middle has to take it. That's Ingram. Middle block from Ingram. Dug up by Schlichter. Varez tips it off the block. She scores. Two-handed push. Tools the block. Carmel Varez came in late for the Hawks. She didn't get in till, gosh, it was less than 3 weeks ago that she made it onto campus. 4-0 Hawks. Good strong serve again. Harris, good pass, right side swing. Sails it long, but touch called. Give the kill to Latos. And UNLV scores their first point. Latos now back to serve. Hops forward, fires it right down the line. Schlichter, good pass. Whittingstall, good dig there from Thiel, but can't help her out as it went into the bench. Give Whittingstall the kill, 5-1. Varez out. Jamie Marquardt in. Marquardt right down the line. Bad pass there from Harris. Oh, strong swing. I'm sorry, that was Alarcon. Good play from Warden. Free ball over from the Hawks. Push to the right side. Blocked straight down. Harris rejected. That was Warden and, actually that was Warden and Whittingstall with the block. Good strong serve there. Latos, good pass. Right side swing, rolled over, blocked again by Warden. Harris is rejected again. It's 7-1 Hawks. Timeout UNLV. What a start for Iowa. As they came out flying so far, 7-1 here in the early going. Again, Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest location at quickstar.com. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows you're here for every moment. Every touchdown and every tackle, Wellmark is here for every moment too. With health care coverage you can count on. Find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/touchdown. Iowa with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. Forced the timeout early from UNLV. 7-1 Iowa here in set one. Iowa getting good contribution from their experienced players as well as some of the newcomers. Marquardt back to serve, 7-1. She fires it cross court. Up from King, left side swing, blocked again. Amaral, Whittingstall, block Alarcon, 8-1 Iowa. Strong blocking for the Hawks at the net. Marquardt, strong serve down the line. Tough pass from Alarcon, goes back to her, tipped over the block. Marquardt, Amaral, Whittingstall. Hammered home off the back row, 9-1 Iowa. Five straight for the Hawks here. Marquardt right down the line. Bad pass from Alarcon. Hawks can't get the dig. Good kill out of the middle there. That was Ingram. It's actually a really good pass. Apologize for the early season rust. 9-2 Iowa. Kaylee King to serve. Pops it across. Amaral. What a dig, though, from Thiel. Ball's out, but Whittingstall is called in the net. 9-3. As it was tipped over by Dean Jackson. Marquardt, good pass. Amaral out to Warden. She's blocked. UNLV finding some momentum, 9-4. King fires it over. Great serve. Drops right in front of Marquardt. 9-5. And now four straight from UNLV. Rebels finding some footing here. King again. Good pass from Marquardt. Amaral just dunks that one down. Beautiful play there. When she's in the front row, she can be extremely offensive with that left hand. Hawks put the pass right on top of the net, and she finishes it off. Schleister will leave, and another newcomer will come in. Sharday Van Zant in for the Hawks. Transfer from Chattanooga. Warden serves it across court. Dug up by Latos. Tipped over. Hawks get the dig up. Pushed over by Moisio. Outside to Harris, off the block, covered. Dumped over, covered up by the Hawks. Amaral, good pass, right side slide. Whittingstall catches the line and scores. Hawks stem the tide, 11-5 now. Warden back to serve again. Warden sends that one long. One of those you could just see out of the hand that was going to sail long. A couple subs will come in for the Rebels. Hawks will be in serve receive, leading 11-6. Makowska to serve. She hops forward and knocks it across. Good pass there from Warden. Outside Van Zant's first is a tip, and she scores. Charday's first swing as a Hawk is a score. My guess is she's going to hit better fastballs than that somewhere along the way. 12-6, Hawks doubling up the Rebels. See which serve Whittingstall brings out. Brings out the top spin. Good serve, but a great pass. Right side swing, blocked. Covered up though, right side swing this time. Sails wide, but touch is called. Alarcon with the kill. Alarcon makes it 12-7. Moisio, Warden, and Marquardt to receive. Alarcon comes forward, knocks it across. Marquardt, good ball. Amaral, Van Zant, good sharp cross. Dug up, ball's free balled over. Marquardt, Amaral, Sashka's blocked, but good cover. Van Zant off the block, tips it back over anyway. Bad scramble, left side swing. Big one off the block, covered up on the Rebel side. Another big swing. Sails that one long, no touch. Oh, touch called. And Sashka says she did. Stojanovic says she touched it. So 12-8. Alarcon to serve again. Marquardt, bad pass. Ace serve, 12-9. Jamie stepped in front of Warden there. And now it's 12-9. Rebels battling back in this set. Same spot, much better pass. Sashka didn't get great timing with Amaral, but she gets the kill. And that's Stoyanovic's first career kill. Vares back in, Amaral to serve. 13-9, Hawks lead. The left-handed setter pops it over. That was probably long, but Alarcon played it. Out of system, but gonna get a tip. Warden, Amaral, Van Zant misses wide. Powerful swing, but tried to pull it down the line. And missed well wide, 13-10. Rihanna Dean Jackson now to serve. Pops it over, good serve. Amaral, middle attack, Stojanovic, dug up. Good block there from the Hawks. Fights through traffic, bad set. Stojanovic takes it. Amaral outside Vares from the left. She's dug up on a tip, pushed outside. Strong swing there. Basha Latos from the left side makes it 13-11. Dean Jackson again. Van Zant, bad pass. Stojanovic is called in the net. Said her chest hit the net. 13-12 now. UNLV back to within one. And Coach Barnes will use a timeout as UNLV is stormed all the way back. Almost all the way back as Iowa still leads 13-12 here in set one. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Around the Big Ten today, Nebraska beat Lipscomb 3-0. Minnesota beats Cal Poly 3-1. Northwestern over New Mexico State 3-1. Wisconsin, in a huge battle with Kansas, wins 3-2. Also a 5-setter, but Maryland falls to Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina winners 3-2. Oregon beats South Dakota 3-1. Indiana reverse sweeps Miami of Florida 3-2. Miami of Florida took the first two sets relatively easily. Indiana bounces back, takes the last three almost equally as easy. Rutgers 3-1 over Marist. South Dakota State beats Illinois 3-1. BCU beats Ohio State 3-0. 13-12 here in Cox Pavilion. Iowa on top. Floats it over, Moisio. Amaral to Stojanovic. Dug up. That ball's passed over the Warden. Amaral, right side. Varez scores. Hawks finally end the run from the Rebels. 14-12. Varez with a couple now. Charday Van Zandt to serve for the Hawks. Gallops over, fires it across. Good pass from Alarcon. Chopped over, couple touches. And Latos gets the kill, 14-13. Schleister will check in for Van Zandt. Again, the Schleister Greta's a transfer from Syracuse. She's from Germany. Thiel now to serve for UNLV. 14-13 Iowa. She shanks it wide. A couple service errors for her. 15-13. Milano Moisio back to serve. Mo hops forward, fires it across. Harris, right side, Latos hammers it home. Boy, Iowa's got to find her every swing. She's the one real threat. 15-14. Fortunately for Iowa, she heads to the back row to serve. 4 of the 6 UNLV kills, 5 of the 7 UNLV kills. Latos fires it over. Marquardt, Amaral, Whittingstall. Chopped over but dug up. Latos sets it out wide, off the block and scores. And after a big lead for the Hawks, we are all tied up. That was actually Schleister, not Marquardt. Latos tied at 15. Schleister, good pass. Varez from the right tips it off the block. Dug up. Tipped over. Hawks get it in the air, pushed over. Blocked by Warden. What a block. 1-on-1. She takes care of business and sends it back at Harris. Huge play for the Hawkeyes as they were scrambling to try to find some rhythm there. Stops UNLV from taking their first lead. Now Marquardt checks in and she'll serve. 16-15 Iowa. Jamie down the line. Good pass right on the net. Rolled over Marquardt. I'm sorry, Schleister. Warden tips it over, push back. Moisio, back to Warden again. Block, covered, but can't get it up in the air. Warden and Harris trading blocks, tied at 16. King now to serve for the Rebels. Off the tape, good play from Schleister. Amaral platforms it to Warden, off the block and scores. We'll tell you what the stats are, but they are having some issues with the StatCast, so they kind of come and go here. 17-16 Iowa. Warden back to serve. Van Zant into the front row for Schleister. Coach Barnes just making sure Warden is the correct server. See if Iowa can extend the lead again. Not a great pass from Latos that time. That swing misses wide from Alarcon. And the first non-block hitting error from UNLV gives Iowa an 18-16 lead. Warden fires that over. Latos, good pass. Alarcon dug by Moisio. Amaral middle of the floor, back row. Warden gets the kill as it was drugged down by Dean Jackson on the Rebel side. 3 straight for the Hawks, make it 19-16 and cause head coach Malia Soji to call timeout. 19-16 Iowa. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite Homewood Suites, IRL and Home to Suites Hilton Hotels. Relax in spacious suites with kitchens and enjoy free breakfasts, 24-hour gym, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. 19-16 Hawks. Alyssa Warden 3 kills, Hannah Whittingstall 2. Carmel Vaderas with 2 as well. 8 assists for Claire Amaral. Mo Moisio with 3 digs, 3 blocks for Hannah Whittingstall. Basha Latos leads everyone, 5 kills for the Rebels. 3 digs from Kaya Teal. A couple blocks from Jada Harris. Iowa hitting .231 on the set. UNLV hitting .062. And Alyssa Warden will go back to serve. Hawks on the 3-0 run, lead 19-16. She knocks it cross. Alarcon, good pass. Back row with Latos. Dug by Warden. Amaral in the middle, runs the slide to Whittingstall, and she, oh, that ball was down. The line judge called it down. Hawks will challenge. Hawks will challenge. As the line judge started to reach hand forward, pulled hand back. Now we'll see if they can get a good enough view of it. As Whittingstall on the slide. So first challenge for Coach Barnes. 19-17 is the way the score line stands now. As we're in the challenge phase, they've been relatively quick as we watch the first match of Cal State Bakersfield and Utah Tech. We've swapped up ref and down ref though from the way that worked earlier. Utah Tech beat Cal State Bakersfield in straight sets earlier. Iowa will take on Utah Tech tomorrow. We're still at the scorer's table trying to figure out what's what. See if I can get my correcting. See if I can start with a win here on the challenge early in the season. Looking straight at it live, it looked like a great view of where the ball was. Looked down on the Whittingstall slide. And it looks like we're done. Whenever they and that ball point will go to UNLV. 19-17. As the play went out, give Alarcon the kill then. So 19-17, and I'm 0 for 1. Not surprising. Makowska to serve. She hops forward and fires it over. Actually, she fires it into the top of the tape and roll. I will not say that saying that people say, because it has nothing to do with it. 20-17. The ball can certainly lie. It may not have that time. 20-17 Iowa. Whittingstall to serve. Big spot here. So she hits it and nearly hammers a poor intern at the far end of the floor. 20-18. And Latos back to the front row for the Rebels. Alarcon to serve. Hawks lead 20-18. And that hits the top of the tape, but barely falls back on the Rebel side. 21-18, back-to-back errors for the Rebels at a very inopportune time. Their fourth service error of the set. Claire Amaral gets the green light. She floats it. Oh boy, that ball was probably the fourth consecutive service error. Bad ball from the libero, platformed over. Warden takes it. Amaral. Varez, high off the block. Boy, it just kind of whiffed at there. Latos will roll it over. Moisio. Van Zant pushes it off the block and scores. Smart play from Charday. 22-18, Iowa leads. Just tooled it off the outside hand. Amaral needs to take just a little off this float this time. She does. Good ball from King. Middle attack, dug by Warden. Varez can't chase it into the front row though. 22-19. Dean Jackson with the kill there. And she'll go back to serve. She had a service run earlier. Hawks need to get her off the line quick. 22-19. Knocks it over at Warden. Good ball. Amaral middle to Stojanovic. Blocked one-on-one. That was Ingram with the block. 22-20. Need a good pass. Dean Jackson fires it over. Warden right on the money. Charday pushes it off the block, hits the antenna, the Hawks score, 23-20. Not a great set from Amaral there, way outside. Van Zant did just enough with it though, snuck it inside the antenna. Ricochets off the block and hits the antenna, 23-20. Van Zant now to serve. She sails it long, 23-21. Schleister in for Van Zant. Couple changes for the Rebels. 23-21. And back to serve will be Teal. She'll come back into set. UNLV running the 6-2. Teal fires it over. Got that one in. Schleister, Amaral. Behind Stojanovic, though. Trouble. Latos off the block. Covered up. Latos again. Blocks late, but they get there. Vares with a little nonchalant hand push. Stojanovic was there as well. Set point Hawks. Stojanovic leaves. Whittingstall back to the front. Moisio to serve. She'll try to close it out here on the first try for the Hawks. Mo hops forward, fires a floater. Bad pass, chase down. Good sharp cross there from Harris. Keeps the Rebels alive, 24-22. Latos to the back row. She'll serve. Hawks are a side out away. Latos pops forward and fires. Good ball, Warden. Amaral, Vares. Good dig from Latos, pushed outside. Blocked, and it's in! Vares, Whittingstall, close out the set for the Hawks as they reject Alarcon, and it's 25-22. Hawks take set one. We're going to take a short break here. You'll hear the background. Hopefully you don't hear much else. 25-22, Iowa takes set one. We'll be back right after this. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Hawks take set one, 25-22. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Again, I feel like the stats are a little bit of a hit and miss as they've had some issues overall. But one thing that's pretty clear is Iowa done an outstanding job blocking at the net. Stats have them for 7 blocks. Hannah Whittingstall with 4. Carmel Vares, one of the international additions. She's from Estonia. She had 2 kills, 2 digs, and 3 blocks. Charday Van Zant, a little bit closer to home, but an addition from Chattanooga. 3 kills. 3 kills for Warden to go with 4 digs and 3 blocks. She might lose one of those blocks, though, based on the way the stats ran earlier. Amaral with the kill, 10 assists, a dig and a block. Saskia Stojanovic, she's got a kill and a block. 4 digs for Mo Moisio, a couple for Jamie Marquardt. Greta Schleister with 1 as well. Latos leads everyone. She has 5 kills. Alarcon with 3. Iowa 12 kills overall, 11 for UNLV. Iowa hit 212 on the set. UNLV hit just 037. A couple aces for UNLV, none for Iowa. UNLV did have 4 errors. Iowa had 3. 14 digs for Iowa, 12 for UNLV, and 7 blocks to 3 as the Hawks lead that category as well and lead in the important category, 1 set to none. Same starting lineup for the Hawks this time. Here in set 2. Actually, that's not true. Sharday Van Zant will be in for Greta Schleister as Sharday will serve. And when UNLV sides out, then Greta will come in to play the back row. And actually, Greta will serve as the lineup had her in rather than Sharday. So Greta will get the serve. Somewhat unusual, won't happen a lot. And we are ready to get underway. Schleister takes some low bounces and she hops forward. Good strong serve taken by the middle. Right side swing, Latos tips it, and that's a good strong tip. She got it over the top of Warden. And the first lead of the night for the Rebels. 1-0 here in the second set. Latos now to serve. 6 kills for her now. She fires it over. Ace serve as she knocks that off Schleister. I'm sorry, Schlichter. Schlichter. UNLV. Third ace of the match for the Rebels. Schleister, good pass. Varez hammers it home. The right side whip. Varez makes it 2-1 UNLV. Moisio in, she'll serve. Whittingstall comes back to the front row. Alarcon with the pass. Whittingstall hits the overpass into the net. Well, that's a tough miss there. Iowa unable to take advantage of the bad serve receive. 3-1 UNLV. King now. King hops forward, fires it across. Schleister overpass. Hawks get that up in the air and save it. And then it's misplayed by UNLV. That'll go as a Schleister kill, I think. Or Moisio. I mean, might have been Moisio. Marquardt in. It's 3-2 now. It's going to be a Little's kill either way. Marquardt right down the line. Alarcon, better ball this time. Right side, but off. Marquardt, Amaral, Warden off the block, scores. That will be Moisio that got the kill on the other point. Three all now, here in the second. Marquardt floats it over. Alarcon splits the block, dug up. Warden tips it, blocked. She covers herself. Rolled over, uses Thiel. Right side's rolled, Moisio. Amaral, tight set, Warden can't get to it. That's the first career kill for Moisio. A lot of first career kills tonight, but not sure I expected the libero to pick one up. 4-3 UNLV. Oh, the tough Warden hitting error. Makowska to serve. Marquardt, Amaral, Whittingstall slides and scores. Hannah with 3. Tied at 4. Van Zandt in for Schleister. And Warden to serve. Alyssa fires it over. Good ball there. Back row into the net from Latos. Just her second error. And Iowa takes their first lead of the second set. It's 5-4. See if Iowa can make a push here. Warden sends a floater over. That ball sails long. No touch. Oh, touch called. Tied at 5. So Alarcon got the kill. And now she'll be back to serve. We're tied at 5. Long run up here. Floats it at Marquardt. Slide to Whittingstall. Good. Dig was tight to the net. Latos couldn't do anything with it on the second contact. 6-5 Iowa. Give Whittingstall the kill again on the slide. Whittingstall to serve. Good serve that time. King, good ball. 7-5 Iowa. It should have been a Whittingstall kill. Instead it goes as a strange one there. Good pass from Alarcon. Right side swing. That was Lindsay, her first action. She gets the kill. Iowa still leads 7-6. Dean Jackson now to serve. Knocks it over at Marquardt. Bad ball. Moisio takes it. Van Zandt. Good swing. Dug up by Dean Jackson. Latos. Good swing. Anytime you get a dig from your middle, you want to go score. The Rebels do. Tied at 7. Dean Jackson fires again. Marquardt, decent ball to Amaral this time. Outside, Charday rolls it in front of Dean Jackson. 8-7 Hawks. Van Zandt with 4. Vares comes back in. Amaral back to the service line. Amaral sends that to the back line. Alarcon, good ball, middle attack. One hand from Moisio. Stojanovic, great ball to Van Zandt, rolls it over, and it was down. Charday with 5. She's used off speed really well so far tonight. 9-7 Hawks. Amaral's been testing that back line with her serve. Alarcon one-hands it for some reason. Latos has to take it, but puts a great ball up, but it's still blocked. Van Zandt and Stojanovic block Lindsay. 10-7 Hawks. First real separation of the set. Iowa 3 in a row. Amaral, good ball. Alarcon, better pass. Latos through the block, blows up Warden. Latos' arm is going to be tired by the end of the season. She's at 20 swings already, and we've played less than a set and a half. Teal back to serve. 10-8 Iowa here in the second. Teal fires it. Warden, bad pass. That'll go for an ace. 10-9. Fourth ace serve for UNLV. And not really with aggressive serving, just kind of the drop ball that Iowa hasn't handled well. Teal again. Warden again. Amaral, right side Van Zandt, blocked. Latos with the Dikembe Mutombo finger wag. Tied at 10. Three straight for UNLV brings us back even. Moisio, good ball. Amaral, Stojanovic, good dig from King. Latos throws it over into the gap and scores. UNLV's battled back. They lead 11-10. Teal hops forward, knocks it right down the line, but on the wrong side of the line. Her third service error of the night, and we're tied at 11. Van Zandt to serve for the Hawks. Knocks it over, Alarcon. Right side. Vares chases it down. Moisio pushes it to the corner. Alarcon, Teal, middle attack, dug by Amaral. Vares all the way across, wrong side of the net. Beautiful setup, but for the wrong team. 12-11 UNLV. Schleister back in. Latos to serve for the Rebels. Fires it across. Schleister overpass. Claire Amaral ends up getting called as a back row setter. She was on the ground, but she stuck her hands up in the air, and she's tall enough that she's able to get her hands over the top of the net. So 13-11 on the overpass. Latos. Boy, that was out, but played by Schleister. Warden off the block, dug by Teal. Alarcon right down the line, off of Amaral's hand. 14-11, UNLV on a big run here. Coach Barnes goes ahead and calls the timeout, even though there would have been a media timeout at 15. But calls the timeout with the Hawks trailing 14-11 here in the second after taking the first, 25-22. Stop by and see what everyone's talking about at Watermill Kitchen and Bar, voted the 2025 Best New Restaurant by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant, located in the heart of the Iowa River Landing, features chef-inspired takes on all your favorite dishes with amazing daily specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events. So UNLV leads here in the second, 14-11. Has really been a key to them. UNLV's turned up their offense, 9 kills on just 3 errors on 17 swings, so hitting .353 here in set 2. Just 155 for the match. Iowa hitting .250 in this set, so doing okay, but 16 swings, just 6 kills and 2 errors, so Iowa not being as terminal, certainly not getting the block to work as well. And it's that first pass that seemed to be struggling just a little bit. I believe that's 6 out of 7 now for UNLV. As they've taken a 14-11 lead here in set 2. Latos to serve. Basha comes forward. Schleister, good pass. Right side to Vares. Blocked. Hawks can't get the cover. So give the kill to, or give the block to Ingram and Alarcon. Expect Vares to win most of those battles, but didn't win that one. Latos sends it wide, but another good serving run for UNLV. It's 15-12. And it'll be up to Moisio to pull Iowa closer. Good serve, Alarcon, late platform, right side swing, and that ball sails way wide. The down ref, or the line judge on the other side called a touch. The up ref said, no way. Not sure what in the world you thought got touched there, other than the Hawkeye bench with the ball, 15-13. Moisio right down the line. Alarcon, good pass. Back out to her, through the block and scores. Whittingstall had to go with the middle, and that left a seam open. 16-13. Kaylee King now to serve. King pulls back, fires it at Schleister. Bad pass. Amaral chases it. Warden, big swing. Good, strong dig from King right in the middle of the floor. Alarcon pushes it off the block. That ball's up. Fourth contact might have gotten it over. So the Hawks will get a block there. 16-14. Marquardt in to serve. Marquardt right in front of her bench in the 1 spot. Fires it right down the line to the 5 spot. Overpass, Warden dunks it over. Hawks don't have any aces, but they've had a couple of overpasses, finally able to take advantage of one. 16-15. Marquardt in the 1 spot again. Fires it right down the line again. Alarcon better ball this time. Middle attacks pushed over. Good job there from Harris to push it around the block. 17-15 UNLV. Makowska comes in. She'll set from the back row. Lindsay into the front row for UNLV. Rebels up by 2 here in set 2. Makowska knocks it over with a little backspin, overpass. Punched over. Amaral takes a rip and scores. That was sloppy volleyball, but it turns into a strong kill from Amaral, as both teams had trouble controlling the first pass. Warden to serve, Hawks trail by 1. Alyssa fires it down the line. Alarcon punched over Moisio. Amaral out to Van Zant. She tips. Moisio, Whittingstall, Van Zant. Good sharp cross. That ball will get into the scorer's table. We're tied at 17 on the Van Zant kill. And that will draw a timeout from Coach Shoji. 17 all here in set 2. Iowa leads 1-0. 25-22 winners of the first. Iowa battling here, putting a push together. Speaking of together, working together is how you win. That's why Mid-American Energy's roster of wind, solar, and other energy sources works together to keep your service safe and reliable 24/7. Learn more at midamerican-energy.com. Van Zant with her 6th kill there leads the Hawks, 5 for Warden. Basha Latos has 10. She's hitting .318 on the match. And Alondra Alarcon now up to 7 as she's heated up a little bit. It's 2-player show for UNLV. Iowa a little bit more balanced, but UNLV now with the lead, 22 kills to 21 for Iowa. Iowa though 5 less hitting errors. 4 aces to none though for UNLV's been a difference there. Coach Barnes getting some clarification from the down ref. He's now talking to the scorer's table. Turns around, each team with a timeout left. I think we're good to go. 17 all, Alyssa Warden to serve here. This fires it over, Latos, good ball. Right side swing, strong swing there. Powerful swing from Alarcon there on the right. And UNLV retakes the lead, 18-17. Alarcon spins, fires. Warden, good ball. Amaral, slide to Whittingstall, off the block, scores. Hannah's got 4. She'll go back to serve. Need a good controlled serve here. Stojanovic in the front row. 18 all. Hannah knocks it over. Alarcon dumped over. Hawks get it up. Van Zant rolls it. Latos through the block and scores. Hawks just can't get hands. Can't get solid hands as they got two good hands there. Had 4 in front of her. But she's able to power it off the top. 19-18. Dean Jackson. She spent a lot of time at the service line. Knocks it over. Marquardt, bad pass. Back row to Warden, rolls it. Dug up. Latos off the block. Covered though, good cover. Rolled over. Marquardt, Moisio, Van Zant throws it over. Block was there, Amaral. Moisio steps in, platform to Van Zant. Big rip, scores! Sharday Van Zant, welcome to the Hawkeyes, tied at 19. Race to 6 here in set 2. Amaral to serve. Good strong serve. Latos, not a great pass, but she'll get it on the left side. Tries to backhand chop, swing. I mean, it was thumb down, but it was thumb down like over her left shoulder. And the Hawks sneak out to the lead here, 20-19. Amaral. Oh, Alarcon plays a ball that was out. Pushed over. Amaral takes it. Moisio, Tavares. Two-handed push, but leaves it in the net. Boy, she had the spot. She was trying to go from 2 to 2 and had the perfect spot as the right side defender was crashing down on her. But she just left it in the net. So the hitting error leaves us tied at 20. Teal in now. Now it's a race to 5. Teal gave UNLV the lead early. She knocks it over. Moisio, Amaral, Stojanovic off the block, dug by Teal. Latos off the block, dug by Warden. Amaral dumps it. Latos rolls it. Charday's there. Amaral fights through traffic. Varez. Oh my goodness! Carmel Varez. 21-20. I haven't seen a lot of that firepower from Iowa in recent years. Van Zant off the tape. Good play there by Ingram. Moisio with the dig. Amaral. Warden tips. Off the Latos block. 22-20 Iowa on top. And Coach Shoji will use her second timeout as Iowa creates that little bit of separation to take the 2-point lead. Yeah, both Van Zant and Varez have an extra gear that Iowa hasn't seen in a bit. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. They've been growing their winning team since 1837. So whether you're cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, nothing runs like a Deere. Iowa has one timeout left. UNLV has none. 22-20 here. Iowa leads set 2. Took the first, 25-22. As both teams coming back out of their huddles. Charday back to serve. Iowa's been working Alarcon on serve receive. She's in the middle this time. See if they find her again. They do. Not a great pass. Latos, dug by Van Zant. Amaral has to platform. Van Zant rolls it from the back. King, middle attack, is wide. Ingram misses from the middle. UNLV doesn't use their middles much. Went there that time. Got the error. Iowa 23-20 here now. Van Zant. Bad pass from Harris. Big platform out to Harris. Oh my goodness. Jada Harris, say hello. 23-21. Harris has had a tough night, but that was her money's worth. Latos now to serve. Takes her time back there. Finally comes forward and floats it over at Moisio. Amaral, right side, Fares scores. Going to get a challenge here from UNLV on the ball being out. She actually brings her challenge card back. I don't know whether it was too late, but set point Hawks. Moisio to serve, 24-21. Good serve, Alarcon again off the net. Alarcon inside the court, blocked by Fares, and the Hawks take set 2, 25-21, and now lead the match, 2-0. Outstanding individual effort there from Fares as she gets a piece of her 5th block. And the Hawks take the 2-0 lead. All right, same trick as the first set. I'll try to give you the background noise, but I'm going to disappear for a second. 2-0 Hawks lead. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Cox Pavilion. I'm John Evans here for set 3 now on the campus of the UNLV Rebels. Iowa leads 2-0. Done it a little differently both ways. Jumped out early in the first set, fought off UNLV, and then pulled away at the end. In the second set, got behind, pulled out to a lead, and then held off UNLV at the end again. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Get ready to start set 3 here. Hawks, good balanced attack so far. Van Zant with 7, Warden 6, Whittingstall 5, Varez 5. Again, just a reminder, Sharday Van Zant, the transfer from Chattanooga, playing her 5th year here at the University of Iowa. She's from Houston, Texas. Alyssa Warden, you've heard her name numerous times through the years. A redshirt sophomore now. Hannah Whittingstall came to Iowa from SMU, but had a nice year last year here. Carmel Varez, she's a freshman from Estonia. Claire Amaral with 20 assists. She transferred to Iowa from Central Michigan. She's in her senior season now. Milana Moisio, 9 digs for the Hawks. She's playing her 5th season. She was a transfer from Miami. 5 blocks each for Whittingstall and Varez. The Hawks will roll out the same starting lineup for the 3rd set. 27 kills for Iowa to 9 errors, hitting .265. UNLV 25 kills, but 16 errors, so hitting .115. Four aces to none. UNLV leads that category. 24 digs for Iowa, 21 for UNLV, 10 blocks for Iowa, 5. And so a little bit different lineup for UNLV. Makowska will serve. Teal had been in that spot. Makowska knocks it over at Moisio. Outside to Warden, through the block, catches the back line. It's 1-0 Hawks. Moisio back to the service line. Mo pops it across. Harris. Harris is blocked. Varez and Whittingstall proving to be a sharp combination over there. 6 blocks now each. Varez might be the tallest player on the roster, so she's got some pop. Harris late with serve receive again. She'll get another try. She misses wide this time as she tried. They're demanding a challenge. This time they will. So challenge from UNLV. As Harris was sure she caught the line. It's been a day for her, so we'll see. Looking to live it up, Riverside Casino Resort and Golf Resort has endless excitement just 20 minutes away. Make your getaway unforgettable. Visit riversidecasinoandresort.com. My buddy John Leo's first visit to Las Vegas. We took the nickel tour of the south side of the strip yesterday. Got the touristy picture by the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. I did not get mine. I got yours. But funny enough, of all the times that I've been to Las Vegas, I'd never seen the sign in person. So that was new for me. What was that? The little church chapel there that you got the picture of too. So the Pinball Hall of Fame, that was fantastic. Iowa up 2-0. We're waiting on a challenge here early in set 3. As Harris missed wide according to the line judge. She was certain it was in. Her coach believed her enough to make the challenge. Not sure, that far sideline's a tough one to be real emphatic about. We're still at the table at this point. Washington leads Northern Colorado 2-1. USC took the first set from Denver. That's the other action that's still going on. Looks like we have a decision. The ball was in. And so that'll be overturned. Coach Shoji will keep a challenge. And that'll make it 2-1 Iowa. And Alarcon will go back to the service line for the Rebels. She fires off Warden. Moisio. Warden off the roll, off Alarcon. Outside Harris, blocked. Guess who? Vares and Whittingstall with the rejection. Marquardt in for Vares. By the end of the year, I'm going to be able to roll my R's. Or not. Marquardt to serve. Good serve from Jamie. Right side swing, tipped over. Diving play from Marquardt. Outside to Warden, tries to shove it off the block. Gets the tool as she shoved it off hard enough that it just missed wide on the return to sender. 4-1 Iowa. Marquardt again. Rolled over by Batos. Moisio outside to Warden. Good sharp cross, but misses wide from Warden. 4-2. Dean Jackson to serve with Iowa on top 4-2 here in the third. Good flat serve, but a good pass from Marquardt. Slide Whittingstall. No touch called as she punched it over the block, 4-3. Dean Jackson gets the green light. Spins and fires. Marquardt. Overpass from Jamie. And it's returned back to the Hawks. Tied at 4 now. 3 straight for UNLV. Dean Jackson again. Much better pass from Schleister that time. Warden off the block and scores. Alyssa has 9 on 21 swings, 5 digs and 3 blocks as well. Schleister leaves. Warden to serve. Good strong serve. Alarcon, good pass though. Middle attack. Dug by Moisio. Hawks can't get it up in the air though. Amaral tried. So middle attack kill from Ingram. Again, not a place that UNLV tries to exploit very often. Just the third kill from a middle. Anchor Star to serve, her first appearance. So she'll hop forward and fire. Long. So I think she's in for Teal now. So UNLV still running a 6-2, just using a different setter now to run this back row, see if she can find a rhythm. Whittingstall to serve, Iowa up 6-5. Sails it long. Hannah has a tendency to get under that ball and just send it screaming over the inline. She even tried to take something off that one. Tied at 6. Latos to serve. Latos to serve. Sorry, I'm combining her name. Good pass from Marquardt. Stojanovic blocked, but covered by Warden. Amaral fights through traffic. Van Zant off the antenna. Claire's pushed a couple balls out too far wide. Left her hitters with really no alternative there. UNLV now takes the lead 7-6. Latos to serve, 7-6. Hops forward. Marquardt, good ball. Amaral. Van Zant off the block, dug by Alarcon. Back row Latos off of Marquardt. It's 8-6. UNLV crowd trying to bring the Rebels back. Good back row kill there. Latos. Warden. Good tip from Van Zant. Right side, Alarcon off the block. Van Zant with the dig. Amaral off the block and out of bounds. Strong swing from Claire. Hawks back to within 1. Amaral's third kill. She'll serve. Good flat serve. Good ball from King. Middle attack. Shoved into the net by Ingram. Tied at 8. This is a front row Iowa can take advantage of. Got Lindsay, Ingram, and Alarcon. And a strong block for the Hawks. Bad pass from Latos. Stojanovic sends it back over. Alarcon off the block. Amaral, Moisio, platform, Varez. Ball was tight from Moisio, and Varez hits it into the block. 9-8 UNLV. King now to serve. 9-8. Moisio, Amaral, Van Zant from the right. What a beauty again. Goes with the off speed. Gets her 8th kill on 18 swings. We're tied at 9. Charday to serve. Pops it over off the tape. Latos, not a great pass. Outside Alarcon, blocked. Stojanovic, Varez, 10-9 Iowa. Stojanovic's third block, Varez's 7th. I think she's got 8 because I think they took one from her earlier. Van Zant, good strong serve, got into Alarcon's chest. She'll get a swing at it though. She misses long, no touch. She's had a tough night. 8 kills on and 7 airs now. Hawks by 2, 11-9. Van Zant. Latos takes it. Right side. Misses wide. That's Lindsay that missed. It's 12-9 Iowa. Coach Shoji's walking up to the line. Does not call timeout. Just puts her hands down flat. Asks her team to calm down. The spin from Van Zant. The serve from Van Zant. It's a beauty. Lindsay again. Tips it over. Oh. Moisio took the angle to the line, and by the time she circled back to the campfire, she couldn't get there. 12-10. Lindsay gets the kill. Makowska back in. She'll serve, 12-10. Van Zant leaves. Schleister back in. Greta, Moe, and Warden to receive. Warden jumped to receive and should have let it go. 5th ace of the match for UNLV. 12-11, Iowa still leads. Makowska to serve again. 12-11, Iowa here in the third. Floats that one at Warden. Amaral, Stojanovic covered. Amaral fights through traffic. Varez from the right. Hammer time. 13-11. Varez with 6. Stojanovic leaves. Whittingstall to the front row. Moisio to serve. Sails that one. Latos, good ball. Right side swing. Through the block, but dug. Varez platform. Warden, high platform. King steps in to take it. Dean Jackson misses wide. That's why UNLV doesn't run the middles, I guess, because that ball is a perfect ball to run to the middle. 14-11. Moisio moves over to the 5 spot, sends the floater over, uses Dean Jackson. Right side, tipped over. One-handed hang block from Warden as she sends it back to Alarcon, and that will get us to the TV timeout with Iowa on top, 15-11. Warden's got a little swag. As Iowa up now 15-11 here in the third. Hawk Nation, get your black and gold at Shields. We've got everything you need to get game day ready. Visit Shields, located in Iowa City, Des Moines, Cedar Falls, and Sioux City. I guess while we're talking about it, Hawkeye fans, satisfy your sweet tooth on game days with Crumble. Fresh and delicious desserts now available at Kinnick Stadium. From timeless classics to new weekly flavors, grab yours at Krause Family Plaza or stop by their new Coralville location. Crumble, bringing game day to the next level, one cookie at a time. 15-11 here. Hawks lead in the third set. Took the first 2 sets, 25-22 in the first, 25-21 in the second. And Hawks finding good balance. 9 from Warden, 8 from Van Zant, 6 from Varez, 5 from Whittingstall. But really where it's getting done on the block, 14 blocks for the Hawks. We'll see how that all maps out when we do stat corrections. I think it'll show even better. Moisio, good serve, bad pass. That ball's just thrown off the net. Didn't look like a Hawkeye touch. And that ball will go off Warden. 15-12, Alarcon gets the kill. Coach Barnes will challenge as the Hawkeyes did not. Coach Barnes does not believe anybody touched it. And the Hawks will challenge. As Iowa doesn't believe that ball got over the net. So Iowa believes there was no touch, that Varez didn't touch that it was just thrown into the tape or the net. Impossible angle for me to see that one, so I can't even guess and lose on this one. As we're just now getting over to the table to make that final check. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 58 years. Oak Knoll's conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics, visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Now that one has some familiarity from baseball season. Got a page full of reads, and that's the only one that I read 50 times last year in baseball. So still at the table. This one, I always find that this one's the hardest one to figure out, is if there was any sort of touch at all, it'll stay on. But it's got to be definitive. And our down referee is done. Hopefully it won't be important, but if Coach Barnes is wrong, he'll be out of challenges. Although when it takes this long at the table, this almost says overrule here when it takes him that long in front of the official scorer, because otherwise you just plow through and you say confirmed. We're still talking now. And we're still going to give it to UNLV. So 15-12, Iowa leads here after the unsuccessful challenge. I just don't understand what takes so long at the table then. You just kind of plow through. Alarcon at Schleister. Varez has to chase it, pushes it over. Blocked. Whittingstall and Varez with the block again. 16-12 Iowa. Varez leaves. Marquardt enters. Varez just looks like she's having fun, but I guess if I didn't let the other team hit it over, I'd have fun too. Marquardt knocks it cross. Alarcon can't get it up in the air. The Hawkeyes get their first ace serve. Comes at a good time, 17-12. Tight ball. Middle attack's shoved over. Marquardt. Good ball from Schleister. Whittingstall pushes it over. No touch called. 17-13. So Alarcon will leave for the first time, and Tia Trout will check in. And Dean Jackson to serve for the Rebels. Iowa 17-13 here in the third. Floats it over. Good ball from Marquardt. Tipped over on the right slide. That was Whittingstall on the slide. 18-13. Van Zant back to the front row. Warden to serve. Alyssa knocks it over. Trout. Good ball. Right side swing off the block, but out of bounds. Boy, King got frighteningly close to that ball for no really good reason. Give the kill to Harris. Anchor Star now back in. 14 for UNLV, 18 for Iowa. Our young ball girls are struggling every once in a while to get a ball into play. Anchor Star now. Comes forward, fires. Good ball from Warden. Emerald Van Zant. Sails it over to the top of the block and long, 18-15. Timing's not quite there on that ball yet, but Van Zant with great hang time. Hawks need a side out. Anchor Star floats this one. Van Zandt again. This time goes off the block. Diving dig from Trout. Oh. Van Zandt. Warden. Van Zandt. Covered by Moisio. Amaral dumps. Good cover from King. Outside. Pushed over. Strong play there from Latos. Takes advantage of the scramble. She's been quiet, but she gets her 14th kill. And the Rebels back to within 2. It's 18-16. Anchor Star fires it. Overpass. And Latos gets the kill as she beats Amaral. Timeout, Coach Barnes. 4 straight from UNLV has made it 18-17. When it comes to sports, look no further than the Iowa City Area Sports Commission. Throughout 2025, they will host 33 events, including local, national, and international events, plus 9 state championships held right here in Johnson County. Their efforts generated over $16 million in economic impact for the Iowa City area last year, all while enhancing the quality of life in the community. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. Learn more at wegotnext.org. Iowa now clinging to the 18-17 lead. Iowa hitting .213 on the match, UNLV hitting .085, each team with 34 kills, but UNLV has 10 more attack errors, mostly due to Iowa's 15 blocks. 5 ace serves, 7 errors for UNLV, 1 ace serve, 4 errors for Iowa. And Anchor Star to serve again. Hawks need the side out here. Here comes the serve. Not a great pass. Across to Van Zandt. She tips, but well covered by Latos. A lot of traffic. Lindsay off the net. Moisio, great dig. Amaral hammers it off the block and scores. Claire's done a really nice job of picking her spots. She hasn't done too many, but when she's had a chance right on top of the net, she's really attacked well. Give her 4 kills. It's 19-17. 26 assists and 4 digs as well for Claire. Whittingstall, long, deep breath. That's a much better serve. Trout has to be platformed over by King. Stojanovic, Amaral again, gets another kill. Right on top of the net, she hammers it home, 20-17. Hawks answer the Rebel run. We've been tight headed to the end of each of the first 2 sets, and Iowa's flexed a little bit at the end. See if they can do it again. Whittingstall. Good serve there. Trout, bad pass. Fights through traffic. Platformed over. Stojanovic, good ball. What a dump from Amaral that time. King dumps it in the net. Amaral's been going up with the power swings. She takes the middle with her and dumps it over her head beautifully. King then tries to get cute, find an empty spot, give the libero a hitting error, and Iowa answers with 4 of their own, and it's 21-17. Iowa looking for the sweep. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. I am courtside tonight, so should have Coach Barnes here post-match if things work out right. We've got headset set up for him, and we will be ready to take on Coach Barnes here. And if things work out, hopefully sooner rather than later. 21-17 here in the third. Iowa took set 1 25-22, took set 2 25-21. Iowa hitting just 120 this set, but holding the Rebels to negative 034 here in set 3. As Iowa again turning up the defense, 15 blocks here in the match. And Hannah Whittingstall to serve at 21-17. Good serve. Trout, high ball, middle of the floor. Dug by Warden. Amaral, Van Zant, hammers at home. What a swing there, as that ball's again maybe a little too far outside, but she shows great flexibility and great power. And it's 22-17. Lindsay leaves, Williams comes in for UNLV. Whittingstall pops it over. Latos, not a great ball, but she'll get a swing from the left. One-handed dig from Marquardt. Warden, Van Zant splits the block. It's 23-17. Van Zant with 10. Timeout UNLV. Iowa 2 points away from the season opening sweep. I'm going to grow to like Shardae's dad. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. He's sitting right behind us here on the broadcast perch. Charday, 10 kills on 24 swings, 4 errors. Give her an assist, 3 digs, and a block in her Hawkeye debut. Alyssa Warden, 9 kills, 4 errors on 21 swings. She's got an assist, 6 digs, and 4 blocks. So the Hawkeye outside's doing their job. Hannah Whittingstall doing a nice job in the middle. She's got 6 kills, hitting .364. Varez with 6 kills. She's hitting .214. But Whittingstall and Varez, Varez has 7 blocks. Whittingstall has 8. A lot of those have been partnered up as well. Stojanovic hasn't had the offensive night she wants, but give her a couple of assists and 3 blocks. Moisio with 11 digs in her Hawkeye debut. Marquardt with 5. Schleister's got 3. And Whittingstall will eventually get the green light. Our up ref's having a quick chat with Claire Amaral. An extended chat here, actually, as the Hawkeye bench is getting warned to contain the enthusiasm is basically the gist of it. Whittingstall knocks it over. Tough pass, middle of the floor. Anchor Star slides, tipped over. Charday, Whittingstall. Charday off the net, off the block. King with the dig. Latos off the block. Charday with the dig. Back row Warden. No touch called. 23-18 as the 5-0 run ends for the Hawks. Latos to the back row. Alarcon will come back in for Trout in the front row now. Hawks just need a couple of side outs here. The sooner the better. Latos fires. Warden, decent ball. Amaral, Van Zant blocked. Brooklyn Williams comes in, gets her first action in a block. Ingram was a part of it, 23-19. Latos again. Great serve. Warden, strong pass. Tipped over by Amaral. And Claire has really turned on the offense here. Give her 6 kills. Match point Hawkeyes. 24-19. The Hawkeye crowd rises up. And Claire Amaral will try to serve it out. Claire pops it over. King, good ball. Anchor Star outside. Alarcon dug up over my head. Moisio couldn't make the diving play, 24-20. King back to serve. She'll try to keep the Rebels alive. One good pass, Hawks. King knocks it over. Warden, good ball. Emerald. Stojanovic throws it over. Anchor Star with the dig. Alarcon. Block goes just out of bounds. That would have been a fitting end to the match. 24-21. I don't mind Claire going to Stojanovic, but I really would have loved to see Charday get the finishing swing too, or Varez. King, 24-21. Strong serve, Moisio. Varez off the block, good dig. High ball, back row. Oh, Warden plays it. Amaral, Charday. In the net, and that'll do it. Van Zant gets the kill, her 11th, and the Hawks get the season opening sweep. 25-22, 25-21, and 25-21. Good opening night for the Hawks. Very nicely done. And as any good coach, it wasn't perfect, so they'll probably have some things to work on. Always more fun to learn lessons with a win. Looks like we're going to get Coach Barnes right away here. We'll get Coach Yale, even better. Brian will give me the real deal. I have no doubt I'll get the unfiltered version if I get Brian. We'll get Coach Barnes here right away before he goes off to celebrate with the team. All right, Coach, can you hear me? Can't hear me. That's not a good sign. Can't.
Oh, yeah.
There, you got me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah,
What?
it was.
So I just kind of said, you know, the nice part is you played well, but you had gaps. So as any good coach, you've got things you probably want to work on. But let's start with the positives. Let's start with some of your newcomers. How about Charday coming on strong there at the end?
Yeah, we needed her to. We, didn't really have her much involved early, but I told her, it's going to start coming your way, and we really need you to get aggressive. And she's what really turned it around, attacking there in that last set.
What I was impressed with her was the variety of shots.
Yeah.
Early on, the sets maybe weren't quite timed perfectly, and she got a lot of change-ups.
Yeah.
But she positioned them well, got some kills out of it. And then the passes got better, and her fastball was really good.
Yeah, she made some really good decisions that the set was there, the block was late, and she goes, well, you're going to give me that. She just wipe it off the block. And got a lot of, just smart kills where you used to her just bombing. And so she did well, but really proud of Claire managing the game well and becoming offensive when we needed her. Hannah had a good game and actually made that run at the end. We changed her serve and she adapted really well. But overall, the second set we got down, and to watch this team grit it out and turn it and win that second set says a lot to me, because that second set, I don't know if we win that last year. This year we really grinded it and flipped it on them, and they were playing really well.
Absolutely. Their offense really clicked in the second set, and then your defense finally got around.
Yeah.
Let's go to one more newcomer there. How about Carmel Varez?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not quite the offense. You saw a couple snippets of it,
yes,
but her and Hannah Whittingstall formed an awful strong wall over there.
Yeah, the blocking, is probably one of her weaker attributes, and tonight we're going like, well, she's going to block tonight. She really matched up well with their outside and got some key blocks in the first set that really helped us. And, yeah, we got to use her a little more in offense, but, yeah, she's a force, and really proud of her, proud of our back row. Our liberos really sticking together. They were a little up and down, but stayed tough and did the job.
Yeah, I felt like, you had Mo Moisio in her first appearance as a Hawk. She ended up with 11 digs. I thought she mostly did a really nice job back there. Schleister had, kind of what – it's a new environment, and so everybody had some – again, I kind of went back to that coaching moment. You had a lot of real positives, but there's some things you're going to be able to point out to say, look, if we're going to compete in the Big Ten, these are the things you're going to want to clean up.
Yeah, we can't have overpasses. You know, we can't have those little broken plays through there. But I tell you, on the stat sheet, you don't see much. But this is the kid who really won the game for us was Alyssa. Alyssa, you know, she just was so gritty. She made key plays. Her serve receive made up for the, you know, a couple of the bros that were struggling at times. She did all the little things to help us win today. We don't win without Alyssa playing well.
Yeah, 9 kills, 7 digs, 4 blocks, and 2 assists for Alyssa. So,
yeah.
But the only thing she missed was she missed the service ace, which usually she's pretty decent at and didn't get one.
Yeah.
So what now? The quick turnaround. How do you kind of get everybody refocused and get back at it now? Tomorrow night, it's 6 o'clock Iowa time, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here.
Yeah, you know, this one was big. We didn't drop a set, and in the first match, everybody's dropping a set. So I'm really proud of this group, and we will learn from it and get ready for tomorrow. Not everybody played well. Saskia had her worst match ever, and she'll come back strong. We'll learn.
When you say
from
worst
it.
match ever, that's her first match, first college match. She redshirted last year, so easy for her to have some nerves. She's going to go.
Absolutely.
She's going to get way up from here.
Absolutely, and you had to point that out. Yeah, it's her first match. I've seen her play so well this August in practice. She's been lighting it up. So, but she'll come back strong, and it was a good sign. Even with her struggling, we were able to our other hitters pick it up. So. Yeah, we'll learn from it, and we'll be better tomorrow.
And she had 3 blocks, too, so I think she really contributed where she could and didn't let one piece of the game affect another part of the game.
No, and she had a number of assists to Claire.
She did.
She put the ball up for Claire to hit. I go, well, if you can't put it away, give it to the setter.
I mean, reverse roles. It works out just fine. Hey, go celebrate with your team, Coach.
Yeah. Thanks,
Good win.
Yep, thanks.
Coach Jim Barnes of your Iowa Hawkeyes. Win number 1 for Iowa, as they come out on top with the sweep, 25-22, 25-21, and 25-21. Good, strong effort again. Sharday Van Zandt, 11. Alyssa Ward, 9. Claire Emerald, 6. Hannah Whittingstall, 6. Carmel Vaderes with 6. As the Hawks hit 225 on the match and came away with the straight set victory. That'll do it for tonight from Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas. The Hawkeyes run down the Rebels in straight sets to start the season 1-0. Tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Time when your Hawks will take on the Utah Tech Trailblazers. Thanks for listening and have a wonderful evening. I'm John Evans. Go Hawks.